Welcome to Learn PTE Hub. I'm Sidhu, and I'm here to help you ace your PTE exam. Whether you are just starting your PTE journey or looking to boost your score, you've come to the right place. On this channel, you'll find comprehensive lessons, expert tips, and practical strategies to master every section of the PTE exam. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get started and conquer the PTE together.
Inhabitants in Australia were the ancestors of the present indigenous people. Whether these first migrations involved one or several successive waves and distinct peoples is still subject to academic debate, as is its timing. The minimum widely accepted time frame places presence of humans in Australia at 40,000 to 43,000 years before present, while the upper range supported by others is 60,000 to 70,000 years BP. In any event, this migration was achieved during the closing stages of the Pleistocene epoch, when sea levels were typically much lower than they are today. Repeated episodes of extended glaciation resulted in decreases of sea level by some 100,150 meters. The continental coastline therefore extended much further out into the Timor Sea than it does today, and Australia and New Guinea formed a single landmass, known as Sahel, connected by an extensive land bridge across the Afura Sea, Gulf of Carpentaria, and Torres Strait. The ancestral Australian Aboriginal peoples were thus long established and continued to develop, diversify, and settle through much of the continent. As the sea levels rose again at the terminus of the most recent glacial period some 10,000 years ago, the Australian continent once more became a separated landmass. However, the newly formed 150-kilometer-wide Torres Strait with its chain of islands still provided the means for cultural contact and trade between New Guinea and the northern Cape York Peninsula. During the 1970s and 1980s, around 120,000 Southern Asian refugees migrated to Australia. During that 20 years, Australia first began to adopt a policy of what Minister of Immigration Al Grass termed multiculturalism. In 2004 to 2005, Australia accepted 123,000 new settlers, 19, a 40% increase over the past 10 years. The largest number of immigrants, 40,000 in 2004 to 2005, moved to Sydney. The majority of immigrants came from Asia, led by China and India.
Today, more and more people realize that the global economic and financial crisis also concerns common ethical values and standards. I am pretty concerned that the global economy has become unethical and unfair. Recent experiences have proved that the sustainability of the market economy is by no means guaranteed. Indeed, one cannot escape the fact that the emergence of global capitalism has brought with it an entirely new set of risks. The global economic and financial crisis concerns common ethical standards. For example, the trade between Europe and the United States has been unfair, which needs to be further negotiated. These problems of the global economy should be on the agenda for the following years. Obviously, all ethical values and standards are culture-bound, but there are core values and standards that are universal. I strongly believe that in the long run, the global market economy will only be accepted in the different regions and nations if it is socially acceptable.
The stock market is where investors connect to buy and sell investments, most commonly, stocks, which are shares of ownership in a public company. When you need groceries, you go to the supermarket. When you're ready to buy stocks or mutual funds, you'll usually buy them online through the stock market, which anyone can access with a brokerage account or employee retirement plan. The term, stock market, often refers to one of the major stock market indexes. However, there are some different uses of the stock market before and after. In the 18th century, manufacturing companies came into the market. Traditional companies used stocks to raise money, and input money into companies, while modern companies used stocks to output money. From 19th to 20th century, however, modern companies, such as Apple, Google and Microsoft are big enough to earn money, and use stocks differently. The stock market also inclined to put money into big companies.
The ocean provides habitats for 98% fish, the source of protein feeding 4.8 billion of people. But human activities and climate change have left corals bleached in some oceans. There are many species of fish that are endangered. The government set up a network, called MPA Marine Campaign, in which countries and organizations have been collaborating with each other to protect the environment for 32 years. The Marine Protected Area, MPA, is a zone designated and managed to protect marine habitats and species for the good of the ocean, society, economy and culture. Within MPAs, human activities such as fishing, vessel traffic and tourism are regulated. MPAs can come in the form of a fully protected marine reserve, a moderately protected marine park, or a no-take zone among others. But MPA is faced with lots of challenges, as some developing countries lack management and resources, and feel being excluded.
The United States is considered the biggest food-wasting country in the world. Consumers collectively throw away more than all the retailers together in the U.S. In total, private U.S. households waste around 43% of all food. According to Save the Food, a national public service campaign, this could translate into an annual financial loss of $1,500 for a family of 4. In fact, over 40 million tons, 36 million tons, of food ends up in landfills every year, worth more than $161 billion. 60% of food waste comes from general consumption. There are two main sources of food waste. The majority of food waste comes from supermarkets, especially in the used by section. The other factor is what people purchase and how they eat, so purchasing all items is not a good idea. Avoiding food waste efficiently along the supply chain and in all our households can result in a win-win scenario. Having food waste could help meet the demand for nutrition of our growing population, and equally minimize the negative environmental effects of agriculture.
If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more PTE-related content. Don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what you think, or if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I will meet you soon at our next video.